with the bed girls, I will describe you like this girl.
Oh, okay. So that's an idiom, kind of, if I hung out with a bad crowd of people, a bad group of people, you would call me a bad person, type of thing. Okay. Does anybody else have any idioms in their language? Yeah.
Take the bull by the horn.
Ah, take the bull by the horn. Has anyone heard that one before? Yeah, what do you think it means?
Hey, so
To take, you were saying, an opportunity?
yes.
A very hard opportunity? Okay. Someone else? By the way? Mm. That's a different one, but let's get back to this. Take the bull by the horns. That means to take on an opportunity that would be difficult. So,
Decide to do something.
What's that?
Decide to do something.
decide to do something?
Something that you was thinking a lot.
For this one, take the bull by the horns? Yeah, like if you're thinking about doing something, maybe like, I was really scared to teach this class, but I took the bull by the horns and did it.
Yeah.
So usually when you have an obstacle or something to overcome, when something is hard, we say, well, take the bull by the horns. You'll do whatever is very hard. And by the way, yeah, that's an idiom. It's a way to kind of say, oh, I forgot to mention this, but, or to add something on to something, right? Is this what you meant by the way? Mm-hmm. Like, by the way, I didn't know this class would be so big, so I didn't make enough copies. Anyone else have any other idioms in their own language? Tell me who you met and I will tell you who you are. What does that mean? Okay, so kind of like what you were saying. So people who you associate yourself with tells someone about you. Okay, good.
I don't know how was supposed to say it in English, but to be nail and finger or nail and flesh, when two people they are so similar,
Okay.
to be nail and finger or nail and
Nail and finger.
nail and finger. I don't know if it
When
means-
people are alike?
when
when
two people are similar.
Like a twin.
Okay.
No, not twin. Are similar or they stay together.
I think, do you mean attached at the hip?
I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it an idiom in English or in your own language?
My-
Spanish.
In your own language, okay. So in English, we would say they're attached at the hip. Which means, what were you saying? In your language, you have a saying that means the same thing. It means what?
In my language.
Yeah.
Ser uña y carne.
Kind of just, anyone
Like
else?
always they are together.
Right.
Do everything together.
And we have something similar in English. We would say they're attached at the hip. So your meaning is their finger or their nail.
Yeah.
We say they're attached at the hip. Means people who are always together. You two could be attached at the hip. I always see you together. Yes. Uh-huh.
Say you? A-T-T-A.
Ah. How do you say it in your language? Maybe people will understand it. Say it really loudly. Oh, all right. Say it again. All right. So in English, that is. And can you explain that again?
Yeah.
Right. So to get two things done at one time. Can you give us an example? Can anyone think of an example? How could you kill two birds with one stone? Yeah.
For example, I figure out I have the best classes same time, and I attend the first class half hour,
see what you mean. You mean you're getting two things done at the same time? Kind of. Yeah.
When you resolve one case, just one.
When you have two problems and you have one solution? Right. Can you think of an example maybe? To kill two birds with one stone? Here, go ahead and then you. Hold on just a second. Go ahead. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, very good. So by coming to the International Center, you one, learn English, and two, you make new friends. So by doing one thing, coming to the International Center, you get two benefits out of it. It's a proverb. It's not an idiom? All right, I was told it's an idiom because it's a way to describe, it's a proverb, right? It's found in the Bible, but it's also, it's considered an idiom. What were you gonna say? Go ahead. Same thing? Anyone else?
Another,
Yeah.
it's most important one bird in your hand and then two are flying.
It's more important to have one bird in your hand.
And then two birds are flying.
It's similar, this is opposite from this.
It's the opposite. Can you
Yes.
explain it without using verbs?
You can it's more important to get something more secure, then find two other things. Maybe no.
Okay, I think I understand.
Okay.
So it's better to have one thing and kind of know that you have it to be secure in it rather than trying to grab a bunch of other things.
Maybe don't
Like if I were offered some jobs and I knew I could have one, but the other ones I weren't really sure about, it's smarter to take the job that I know I have, right? Something like that?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Any other idioms? This is, you said is a proverb, not an idiom. All right, we learned this is a proverb. Yeah?
Stand on your own two feet.
To stand on your own 2 feet. What does this mean?
To be things by yourself.
To do things by yourself? What do you mean? To do things by yourself? To go in a room and just stay by yourself?
To be brave.
To be brave? Okay,
So
can you
what's
give us an
that?
example of someone standing on their own 2 feet?
For example, when you first came to the States, you had small difficulties, and instead of this, you can say stand on your own two feet. To be brave and to believe things in yourself.
Okay, so someone coming to America has a lot of difficulties, but you would say they're ready to stand on their own 2 feet when they go out and do things on their own, when you're independent. Right? By yourself? To be independent, to take on those challenges, to do things that scare you, is to stand on your own 2 feet. Like, for example, when I went to college and I moved out of my parents' house, I had to stand on my own 2 feet. I had to do things by myself that I never would have done before. All right, so we understand what idioms are, or phrases to describe certain things. Let's move on to the next section. We have some words we kind of got.